Now, this is not an event of long speeches, really. And standing here to refer to Felicia in the past tense is particularly trying, because, as I've seen from the program, the tributes written, which encompassed all her attributes, I have no doubt that she must be satisfied and feel very good wherever she is, if she can see what's going on right now. As I've seen in the program, Felicia and I crossed paths at the University of Ife in 1974. I was in my penultimate year of graduation, and she came in then. She was studying English, but I knew her through my younger sister, who was studying law, and a number of others who were her friends. And after Ife, I didn't really get to see her much until she became a lawyer years later. And when she chose to come to the Nigerian Law School to work, it was for me a good venture, and no doubt she did very well in that, because it has been attested to, and I can say with every conviction that all those attestations are correct. She was a born teacher, striving for excellence, and also a disciplinarian, because she will not allow any student to fall below par in dressing, in the use of English, and even in interpersonal relationship. She was a good mentor to many of the students, and sadly, her promotion to the post of Director of Academics was approved by the Appointment Promotions and Disciplinary Committee of Management a few days before she died. So I insisted that her obituary must read Director of Academics, even though it will be approved now posthumously by the Council of Education. It was deliberate. I insisted that it should read Director, because I know how much she had strived to attain that position. To Adesua, Josephine, Victor, and our other siblings, heartfelt commiseration to all of you. On the night of, in the evening of 13th of February, I was in Lagos, and I was having my dinner when a text message came in from Professor Emiri, the head of the Yanagua campus of Nigerian Law School. I read it and paused for a few minutes, but as is my practice, I denied, or I was in self-denial. I said, maybe there's some mistake. It's not April yet, and so let me just wait a few more minutes. Then I called Professor Emiri, he confirmed it, and I later got Josephine's number from him. I called her, and when she confirmed it, it was most devastating. The way Felicia left, she was a very sweet and kind soul, and her colleagues have been full of tributes in that regard. Yesterday we had an hour of valedictions in our memory from 12 noon to 1 p.m. Yesterday was a subject day, property law practice, so it was just most apt that the hour of benediction should take place on our subject day, and the memorabilia and all the trappings, including the books of condolences, will be handed to the family tomorrow at the funeral. I want to plead Adesua and others. I used to joke with her about Adesua. It's the name I liked, even though I don't quite know her. I will say, when I become the Oba of my hometown, I will put my foot on your sister. And she will retort that, Oga, that would be a difficult foot to put on her, because I know she will lift your foot off her head. But I want to plead with you all. Please set up a foundation in memory of Felicia. The reason for this is that she was very committed to mentorship. A foundation perhaps that will mentor young ladies or youths generally, just to keep them in the line of virtue, academically, morally, even in sports. So please commit some of the funds that will emanate from Felicia's demise to a foundation in our memory. I have no doubt we'll give it a good consideration, and many of us will be willing to be part of that foundation. To Felicia, I think the journey has come to an end. Only God knew her days at the time we were born. And needless to say, she lived very well and ran her time. God certainly knows why she had to go at a time we all thought she didn't deserve to go. We wish her soul every rest in the bosom of our Creator.